year. And it's been an incredible year because it's the ascendance of the MAGA movement. So here's what we're doing. Every year on my New Year's Eve show, I kind of give the man and woman of the year award. And this year we're going to do it a little bit differently. That we're giving it to the deplorables, and we're going to give it to La Beijing. And we're going to break it down into the men and women, or the fathers and the mothers. And so we're going to have representatives of different verticals, different fighters in different spaces that have been fighting all year, and people that you would recognize, moms and women that have been fighting in critical race theory, about the vaccine mandates, to become precinct committeemen, to fight politically in different aspects, as representatives of all the women that we've had on for the year that are fighting, that are fighters, because that's who we have on. Also, we're going to have men who've been doing the same stuff. We're going to do the deplorables first, over the first hour, maybe up into a little bit into the 11 o'clock hour. Then we're going to do Lao Beijing and talk about the issues facing the Chinese people as we head into to wrap this year up and head into one of the most dangerous years. You know, everybody talks about, oh, this is the most important election in American history, this is the most important election in American history. I can tell you that 2021 was the most important year of the MAGA movement, this kind of populist, nationalist, traditionalist movement, because divine providence works in mysterious ways. Donald Trump's victory in 2016 was providential. Hang on, there's fantastic. Let's bring in Bianca, Gracia. Bianca, you've been fighting the fight down in South Texas, the Houston area, the Rio Grande Valley. You've had an incredible year, particularly bringing the message of the Trump movement to Hispanics and Latinos. Tell us how tough this fight is, and I know you're seeing victories down there. Tell us where you stand.
Thank you, Steve. What an honor to be here with you today on New Year's Eve, and Happy New Year as well. I am honored and humbled that you would take the time to recognize people like me who've been in this fight for 5+ years and shedding light into our Hispanic communities about conservatism. We've been fighting obviously for our agents at the border. We've been feeding our Border Patrol agents for years now, being a voice for them, watching them through being demoralized this past year with their jobs, and remaining that voice in the community, and just shedding light into what's really been going on at the border and speaking out for them when they couldn't speak out for themselves. So we've been doing all of those things, and this has been my fight for, like I said, 5+ years. We've been training parents as well.
Is the Hispanic community, in particular in South Texas, Rio Grande Valley, the Hispanic community, Latino community, are the scales coming off their eyes? Are they now awakened to this Trump movement, to the populism?
Yes,
no doubt in your mind.
No doubt in my mind, yeah. We see it. I mean, the movement has grown. We've got a record number breaking. I kept saying, I said, you're going to see a record number breaking of Hispanics running on the conservative ballot. And they're running from local. Half of my board is running for local, from local office to Congress, including myself running for state Senate in District 11. We're not just walking the walk, talking the talk. We're actually doers. We're going to just do for our communities, and you're going to see, more of a record number of Hispanics on that conservative ballot, because they truly want to make a difference for their communities, and they're tired of being used by the political systems. And so yes, it's been happening. It's the reawakening of what we've been talking about on your show, Steve. It's happening, and you are now seeing the liberal media reporting like, uh-oh, we got a problem with these Latinos. It's worse than what we thought.
But they took it for granted. They took the Latino vote, they took the black vote, they took the Asian vote for granted. They didn't realize people say, hey, you're really on our side when you look at the issues. How do people get to you, Bianca? You're a fighter. You run for the state senate down there. How do people get to you, and how do they get to the Latinos for Trump?
So actually, Steve, thank you for asking. You can they can find me on my website at biancafortexas.com. I built that website, so I didn't pay, gurus and other people. I mean, this is for the people, by the people, and that is what I am. So biancafortexas.com, and I literally tell you I'm up against the establishment and the RNC and in this run. So and I tell you that literally. So I really am going to need the grassroots help. And then also our LatinoTrumpCoalition.org. You can go on there and support our civil rights case, which is at the Supreme Court right now. Guys, we are going to see historic wins for us in the Latino community. I've been a champion and a fighter for all of us. I couldn't have done this by myself. It's not about me, Steve. There is all those little people that you talk about. They're all behind me, and I'm pulling the toad for them. And this is why, they always say, oh, Bianca. And I said, no, it's not about me. It's about all of us. It's for the people, by the people. We're going to continue to run that mentality, Steve.
You're amazing. And 1,000 coins, FJB coins, will go to your organization, the Latinos. Thank you so much. You're a fighter. Look forward to seeing you in the new year. Happy
Thank
New
you.
Year's.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, ma'am. Amy, my new favorite